Hey guys, it's Iggy here, and today I'm bringing you a special video because what we're reviewing is nearly 20 years old. It'll be 20 years old next year, so it's 19 years old at the moment. And it is the Bluebird MICRO-SUPERSTARS collection, Doctor Who in the Domain of the Daleks. I picked this up mint for 20 quid at Galaxy 4. It's a Doctor Who shop here in Sheffield. I will show you the back in a minute. Well, later on, because I don't really want to spoil what this thing does. I mean, you probably would have guessed it's a playset. It's not very big, but it's nice for what it has. Dalek closed playset becomes realistic 3D Dalek. And it's good to some extent. I will get on. It does have a problem though with its appearance, and I will get onto it later on. It says Doctor Who in the Domain of Daleks. Got a picture of the TARDIS there. Of course, it's got the logos and all that, and they're just foreign up. Right, let's go on to the actual thing itself. Here's the Dalek. This is a very nice looking Dalek. However, if you look there, the paint is a little bit different. It's not the end of the world, but I would have liked these bits here to be painted. Now, one problem. Yeah, now this is not really a flaw in its design. They had to sacrifice this for the sake of what it does. So, I mean, if you just look at the front, which most people will be on the shelf, no problem at all. I mean, no problem at all. You can't even tell that this thing would open up except for that bit at the top, which doesn't really bother me all that much. But the side and the back, yeah. The copyright's appropriately placed. Would have been nice if it was placed there, I don't know. Now, this does have some articulation. A nice ball joint on the exterminator gun. You get a nice ball joint on the plunger, and this is a bit tighter than this one. And you get a C-clip on here. And what I mean is, it's a soft rubber, so it's easily removable. You know, it goes up and down. There's no head articulation, but that's not really. I'm not criticizing it for having no head articulation. That's kind of a reason. Is that right? Yeah. Sorry, I'll just take a look at something. You know, I'm not criticize the lack of the head swivel because, you know, well, it doesn't have one, but I can't criticize that because there is a very good reason for that. Now, I'm just going to turn this here. Just elevate my camera down. Now, probably see this hinge on the back. It stands all right, actually. You couldn't really tell it was a hinge there, and it kind of gives it a little bit of appearance that it's hovering a little bit. You can slide it on the floor and all that. In fact, what I'm going to do is move to the floor here, because this is. I mean, you're going to need a flat surface for this. So as you can see, what you need to do, lighten the back, remove the plunger arm. This does come in handy later on, and then pull it open completely. This is a little tiny playset, so let's just set everything up. There is two minifigures. One, they both came with it, but one is hidden. You get a little Dalek. You get a gun. Slow that down. Bob that, and just make sure this is straightish. Now, first of all, feature number one. I'll just show you the backing card. Here's the back. Now, as you can see, more paint difference. The prototype does not have the stickers on the TARDIS, nor does it have the yellow windows. There is a sticker on the inside of the TARDIS, and the prototype does not have it, yet this one does, so that's good. The gun is silver, whatever's here, it's red, not the biggest difference in the world, but some of the paint detailing, like those control panels being red, and here they're white with little bits on. I would have preferred them just to be plain white, if anything, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. That's my only gripe, is the fact that there's a lack of paint. Also, there is another difference I didn't notice. See those bits there below the eye, the lights or the ears? They don't appear to be on the prototype, which is a little weird. Also, what I do like about this version over the prototype is, look at the eye stalk. Yeah, and the plunger's also blue on the prototype. They're the two minifigures. Just note what that one looks like. You'll see what that is my biggest problem with this set. Now, gimmick number one. All these little features work very well, mind you. They're simple, but you know they're not overloading and they don't really falter in any way. So feature number one: bursting from the TARDIS, the Doctor is confronted by Davros. The doors snap open. The Doctor can be stored in his TARDIS. Now here is the problem. And then on the camera over. The paint is completely off. Yeah, that's my biggest complaint with this set overall is Tom Baker is not painted like that at all. That is better, but I prefer the hair on this one. but this one overall has a much better body paint. I really like the trousers on this one though. So overall, what I like about this figure, the final version, is the trousers and the hair. But I would have preferred the coat and the scarf and the skin tone from this version. The shoes, of course, are exactly the same. So, you know, you get the Doctor. No articulation, it's just a simple piece. And Davros is up here. Let's get a close look at Davros. That's what he looks like there. That's the card. Well, the prototype on the card. I would have preferred the extra paint taps. Again, that's the only thing letting this toy down is the lack of paint. Again, though, it does have the sticker on the inside, and I'll just bring the TARDIS closer. And it's very nice looking, that sticker. You just get the police box one, whereas in there, you can't see the sticker, and you don't see the police box symbol. Right. Feature number 2. Doctor Who is pursued down the ramp by the Dalek. So what you do, this is very simple to activate. You just put the Doctor there. See the Dalek has a metal ball. Pop it on there. He runs down and, well, he hits the Doctor. That's not bad, actually. That actually is one of the best working features of this set. It's the fact that Dalek just... Also, his gum's a bit bent, which is annoying. It's a soft rubber, by the way. These pieces on the Dalek are a soft rubber. This Dalek is very nicely detailed, actually. Of course, metal balls there. These are soft rubber pieces. But yeah, this feature is one of my favourites, if not my overall favourite, because it just works so well. It's simple, yet it works so well. The next feature is Doctor Who pushes button on floor. Doctor Who pushes button and floor explodes, jettisoning Dalek into oblivion. Now, if you look in the card, he's standing on that little ramp there. There is a bit of a problem. And this isn't the set's fault. It's just, I mean, if you could have this, like, if that was, let's give me some of the camera down. If this ramp was a bit stiffer, it would be able to be vertical, but it won't. So when you stand the Doctor on there, he falls over. So what I like to do is, I like to stand him there. Pop Dalek on there and hit this button. It flings him off. That works really well, actually. Again, I like the gunmetal in there, but the prototype has the wires. What I would have liked is the gunmetal to stay and have the wires painted. I mean, overall, I like the gunmetal. I actually prefer it to the prototype one, but, you know, it would have been even better having those wires. So that's feature number 3. Now, this can be used the other way around. This is going to be pretty funny. The Dalek can jettison the Doctor. Or Davros gets just sick to death of the both of them and jettisons them both. That's pretty cool. You can practically you have freedom with that feature. You can jettison the Dalek, you can jettison the Doctor, or you can jettison both. Or you can jettison the plunger if you really want to. I don't know why you would do that, but if you want to. Now, the final feature. The Daleks fight at the Doctor as he makes his escape. So, put the Doctor there. You can do what you want with the Dalek. Turn this. Now, this has no spring feature. You just load it in and flick. That actually is a very seamless one, and it's a lot better than the Lego flick fire missiles. The problem is like with all missile firing toys, aiming it. So, I'll just turn it there. Nope, I'm not doing it very well. Oh! I actually hit the Doctor. That was a pretty good look, actually. I didn't expect that to work. I've hit the Doctor once before, but, well, that was very anticlimactic. Let's try that again. Too powerful. Again, it's all about trajectory and power, and never put the Doctor back over there or something. He's still on the camera. Put the Dalek over there. That just missed him. This is more fun than I thought. Again, it's difficult to aim with it. You know, you don't have like a laser pointer. Well, that didn't work quite as well as it did, but it hit him nonetheless. It knocked him over. Although, what I really don't get is why would the Daleks want to fire a giant plunger at the Doctor? It makes no sense. It's a clever use to, use the plunger. It is a very clever use. But it just makes no sense. Why would they want to fire a plunger at him? That's my only real thing that it just doesn't make sense to me, you know? I'm not complaining, it's just a logic thing. But overall, this set is nice. Now, to pack it away, you take the Doctor, you pop them in there, and then you close this door. They do snap into place, so, you know, like that. Close up Davros just to kind of conceal them, you know. And then take this gun, rotate out of the way, fold this ramp up, just keep that all there. Take the Dalek and pop it there, and then take this little ramp and rotate it. Now, as you can see, it falls down all the time. So, rotate it up there. Just get the camera down. Take the gun, turn it at a 45 angle. It will catch that, just saying. Just fold it down there, take this ramp, fold it there. Now, it won't close all the way down, but it doesn't really matter. Take the Dalek, snap it shut, plunger arm, pop it in there. There you go. Let's just get back up here. God, because sitting down there, having to hunch down, really hurts my back. And there is another option I did discover, actually. I'm just going to open this up once again. You can, if you want to, I'm not saying you have to, you can take this and put it on the other way around and pretend this is a laser gun. Yeah, that's just... You can do what you want with that, but there is one problem. Pulling it out is a royal pain. So, click it in there and just force it down. And there you go. Not much, but when it does well, it does really well. And it works practically flawlessly, in fact. Actually, all the gimmicks work flawlessly. It's not overloading, it's not overpowering. You get 4 decent features. The missile one is the hardest of all because just aiming it. That's the only gripe, is aiming with the missile launcher. Or missile launcher. That's not really the set's fault. That's just the natural thing with any toy that fires a missile, is trying to aim with it. So, you know, I'm not going to criticize that. Now, what do I give this thing as a rating overall? I'm going to give it a 9. The only thing... The dogs are barking. The only thing holding back, really, is just a difference in the paint apps. That's the only thing holding this guy back. Does it mean it's a bad figure? No, it does not. It does not make this a bad thing at all. This is fantastic, actually. This is really, really good. And the hinges don't really bother me. The hinges, you know, because it stands well, so, you know, and they put these bars here to make it stand well, so that's clever. This is very well designed. I mean, the paint apps it does have are really good. So you got some glossy black paint, some nice yellow, some silver in the eye, and glossy black again. Whereas the prototype has an all blue eye stalk and a blue plunger. I actually prefer the eye stalk and the plunger on the final version. Although I do like those paint apps a little more, but I'm warming up to this. I was, you know. And here, just so you can see it all, is the back of the card. I'm just showing you a bit more. In the domain of Daleks, the TARDIS has materialized aboard the Dalek battle cruiser. Can the Doctor stop the Davros and the Daleks from achieving universal domination? Well, no offense, but a giant fold-out Dalek is not really going to achieve much universal domination. Well, you know, they had to do something to make it exciting. As you can see, first feature is just opening everything. Second feature is just a roll. The third feature is a push of a button. And the fourth feature is a flick. That's how they function. And this just shows everything you get. You don't really get much, but, you know, that's actually a good thing because it's not overpowering you. It's not overwhelming. So you get 2 minifigures and you get a missile, well, which actually doubles as a part of the Dalek. That's clever. I could go on about how well this thing does for ages. It just looks so good. Hey, you can see me in the background. Hello. You can see me if you look in the grills. Pardon me, they're glossy. But yeah, this thing does everything right. The paint apps, you can paint. Me, I'm a bit hesitant to, because this is, if you just look, 1997. It even says it on the back. Yeah. So this is kind of like, I mean, I was 1 when this was born, so this will be 20 next year, and by that year, I'll be 21. Bloody hell. But yeah, you know, do get this if you see it. I mean, it's quite rare now, but it was common as lint back in the day when it was made. But I mean, it looks vintage. It looks quite old-fashioned. It's the old-fashioned Dalek. It just has a very vintage feel to it, and that's why I love it so much. Yeah, there's a clip at the top and there's a flat back, but from the front, the clip adds to the appearance, I think. At least in my opinion. And, you know, looking at it dead on the camera, I can't really tell that there's anything on the back at all. Yeah, I can't tell that this is a different type of Dalek. And I think this would fit in with your 5-inch figures, actually. I'm not sure. Your 5-inch character options figures. I'm not really sure. I'd have to try that out. But overall, this is a solid recommend if you're a Doctor Who fan. The only problem with this is getting a hold of it. Yeah, I mean, I was lucky. I got it for 20 quid mint from a Doctor Who shop. But looking on eBay, I don't know. I've not tried looking on eBay. I probably will after this review. But yeah, I think that's been enough rambling. Basic final thoughts. Great toy. Shown about the lack of paint taps in the back. Everything works flawlessly. Enough said. Also, buy it if you're a Doctor Who fan. If you can get your hands on it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.